Today's thought is, how does your core thought leadership support you as well as serve others? When I'm working with thought leaders, one of the first things we do is to define their core thought leadership idea. Now, this is a combination of their unique knowledge and understanding, contextualized by their industry or area of expertise, grounded with a clear impact statement, their why. This becomes their central idea and it underpins all of the work and their content. And it provides audiences with multiple perspectives on one clear idea. And this is really important because this is what we get known for as thought leaders. A core thought leadership idea is an important aspect of the work that I do with my clients in a coaching context. And that core idea becomes more and more important as they build and grow themselves as thought leaders. But what about their own lives? How does this idea impact how they live, the choices that they make daily, and the vision they have for the life they're creating? That core idea, once identified, isn't just something that's only used in their work. In reality, it's the underlying purpose, the why. This is where they get their energy. This is where their passion lives. And it's important to understand the connection between their thinking and the work that we do as thought leaders and the lives that we're building for ourselves and our family. Our ideas are underpinned by our own personal values, and these are shown through our personal brand and in those we attract to our communities. And when our thought leadership idea is big enough to include our own lives, we can see the rightness of it reflected in those who choose to follow us. And as a thought leader, it's important to look at the life we are building. This is something I've been giving a lot of thought to over the past year. And what I realized is that I was still living in the past, in that time of crisis when we couldn't see beyond the next day. In reality, when I really looked at it, my business, my team, and me, we're all out of crisis. We're thriving and ready to take on new challenges. So, as I look at my own thought leadership message, the message that I'm always sharing about the need for a diversity of thought leadership so that we can co create a resilient and inclusive future, I realized that I needed to start living it more fully now. Now, it is true that I've already been stepping out of my comfort zone and right here into the spotlight way more often. But I need to go a little further because I need to vision myself in the wider world, contributing on a global stage again and directly impacting and influencing those who are building and creating a vision for our future. And when I step back and really take a hard look, I have to acknowledge that I've been doing this all along, but I wasn't acknowledging myself. And therefore, I was missing my own impact. So, in this moment, I'm going to acknowledge myself and my own voice. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to choose to dream big, to see my impact and my success growing, which will contribute to the life that I'm dreaming of and will contribute to the resilient and sustainable future that I know we are all co-creating together. My core thought leadership is serving my audience and my life, and yours likely is too. However, are you acknowledging it? And are you being intentional in how you are impacting in both areas? When we choose to see our core thought leadership as something that builds and supports our lives, as well as communicates and inspires to others, we are living congruent with our own values and beliefs. And when we do this, our impact grows, our influence builds, and our income expands. This is the work of every thought leader, and it's how we see our growth and impact. And as you're building your acclaim as a thought leader, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. How are you building your life and your work? Go ahead, drop a comment below. And if you need some help in defining your core thought leadership ideas, just click on the link in my bio